Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to A Better World with Adrian. I'm really excited about today's transmission. I'm really excited about life. I'm really grateful that you are using your most precious resources, your time, your energy, and your attention to receive through this channel. So, thank you for being here. And I feel really inspired to just share that. The podcast I dropped before this is called How to Transcend Chaos Without Bypassing. And I shared, my step-by-step framework, key mindsets, and everything. And as as the world accelerates, as we move forward into 2026, as we go forward into new earth, what it means to birth a new paradigm, what it means to have the old paradigm crying out in its last gasping breath and the new one being birthed at the very same time, like it's becoming even more heightened and important for you to gain energetic spiritual mastery, the Jedi skill sets that we are not taught in school, that we are actually taught to override, to not trust the intelligence of our bodies, all these things. It's really, really, really important. So I just feel inspired to share that. And I'm really excited to speak into today's topic. Now, before I do that, two announcements, two reminders. If you desire to go deeper into this work, if you desire to get in the room with me, two things going on. First, Aquarius Advance. This is happening live on February 2nd. This is one of my signature transmissions, Cosmic Cellular Breathwork Journeys. I'm going to be teaching Exalted Aquarius energy. I'm going to be teaching what's happening in the energy in the collective. Pluto in Aquarius for the next 20 years. We're going to be doing a channeled breathwork coding where you are going to reset your nervous system, learn how to manifest with these energies, use your body as a portal, become a vortex, and literally magnetize everything you desire in the Aquarian frequency, leveraging Aquarius energy. It's going to be powerful and life changing. If you are listening to this episode before February 2nd, get your ticket now so you can join us live. If you're listening after February 2nd, the link to the lifetime replay class will be in the show notes. So I'm literally so excited for that, and I cannot wait to see you there. The other thing I want to share is that I'm enrolling clients into one-on-one Lux mentorship. This is for you if you want to go deep in a bespoke concierge, high proximity spiritual coaching, nervous system reset, personal astrology, high performance coaching, mentorship, shamanism, one on one immersions and retreats all over the world, wherever you want. Like, if you are this high performing visionary, founder, maverick in your next 10x jump, and you are seeking total transformation, healing, knowledge, skill, health, wealth, happiness, freedom, this space is for you while you build your dreams and build your contribution to New Earth. So the link to apply in the show notes. The link to apply is in the show notes. If this is you, pause the episode, go apply in the show notes. The crazy amount of like elite souls coming into this movement, coming into this work, coming into my world right now is next level. And it's no surprise. I mean, I've been manifesting this and it's just so wildly exciting. I get to work with the most amazing souls. So if this is you, you know what to do. Tickets to the class and the application for one-on-one Lux are in the show notes. Okay. Let us transition into today's topic. Let us call upon the altar. The altar is something that sets this podcast apart from any other podcast. This is an ancient transmission. Technology is part of the Age of Aquarius, how we are going to disseminate spiritual wisdom, quantum. We are entering a time where AI bounds down to the ancient codes, to multiply, 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 get the ancient codes, the ancient wisdom to millions and millions of people literally in the blink of an eye, literally in a flash. It's actually extremely connected to the matriarchy. AI is. I just did a podcast more on that. You can search that in the queue if you are interested. Reminder about the altar. On today's altar, the altar is how we say thank you in advance to Spirit, Creator, the universe, the force of life that is running this whole thing. Thank you for the opportunity to serve. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Thank you for the opportunity to be listening in on this podcast. Everybody who listens to this podcast, we are a soul pad. We are a family. In Hawaiian, ohana means family. Okay? You and I are both cut from the God source energy. The fact that we would settle, the fact that we would play small, the fact that we would placate the comfort zones of others, the fact that you would hesitate. Absolutely fucking not. You are a child of the stars. And this is a place where you live like that. A better world is not something that will arrive in our external reality until we all build a better world within each of us. Can I get a hell yes for that? So, calling in Yeshua, Mother Mary, calling in Ganapati, calling in Ganesha. I've been chanting to Ganesh every single day for 10 years. I've been up in my game with Ganesh, bringing in some Lakshmi energy for sure. What I really want to share that's on the altar, I have the element of water. Now that we are in the heightened frequency of more fire energy coming in, Neptune just entered Aries. Here we go for the next 12 years. Saturn is coming soon into Aries. We have the Lunar New Year. And then, it's off to the races, literally, with a year of the fire horse. I have something really, 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 really exciting coming on the podcast in terms of the Lunar New Year. So keep your eye out. Um, on the altar, I don't even know how much, like a sea of rose petals. I have rose petals all over my computer. I have a rose petals all surrounding my microphone. I have rose petals on my lap. I have rose petals all over my desk. When I think about my transmissions, the altar is literally like the command station where we have all these elements. And roses and rose petals are deeply connected to Mother Earth. And what the reminder is, roses represent the heart chakra. When we stay connected to our heart, we can literally create anything. We can manifest literally anything. And that's getting into a little bit of today's podcast. It really is a reminder, though, that Mother Earth and the matriarch and Gaia is at the helm. None of this matters. Technology will overtake all of us and humanity if we do not keep Mother Earth at the helm. The womb, the mother comes first. First, we anchor down to Mother Earth, then we connect with Father Sky. Then we become a bridge between other realities and this reality. That's when you can literally reach up in the cloud of Creator, by the way, not the fucking Apple cloud, the cloud of Creator, and pull manifestations out of the quantum into the 3D. And it's a skill. It's a skill, it's a skill, it's a skill, it's a skill. And so the rose petals on the altar today, my friends, are reminding you, me, all of us, that Mother Earth is at the helm. Literally anything, any challenge in your life, if you just take intentional time to step away and connect to Mother Earth, you will get all the answers. You will get all the answers. You will get every single miracle you need when you stay tapped into the ancient codes, which are Mother Earth, right? And the rose, the feminine, the heart. Okay. Let's take 3 deep breaths together. I don't care what you're doing, if you're walking, if you're working out, if you're drinking a cup of tea, if you're cooking a meal, if you are sitting there staring at the wall, like no matter what you're doing, you might be getting ready to go somewhere. Take 3 deep breaths. As we move forward with Pluto and Aquarius for the next 20 years, your breath is your source of ultimate power. It's also the source of ultimate power over you. If you are not in command of your breath, guess what? Someone else will be. The news will be. Notifications will be. Other people's emergencies that don't matter will be. You've got to take command of your life force through your life force, your breath. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. Let everything go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Feel the divine white light covering your whole body. Keep holding at the top because you can, because you're strong. Open your brain, your mind, your heart, your body to new information, new realities, new possibilities. Keep holding because you can. Exhale out the mouth. The portal has been opened. Let's dive into today's topic, the frequency that manifests anything. This frequency literally manifests anything and everything you have ever wanted in your life. A lot of people get really tripped up on manifestation. There's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of propaganda out there, and it's the propaganda out there that actually made me allergic to the word manifestation for years and years and years. Like I remember I was living in Chicago. I had just started getting into yoga, and I had accidentally reopened the spiritual door just because I started meditating because I wanted to win auditions. I say this a lot because I love when skeptics come into my world. I share this because a lot of people experience me. I'm a very grounded, I'm very grounded, Taurus rising, Capricorn stellium, Virgo stellium, like I've got a lot of earth, and I'm also a very flowy, magnetic, feminine force. And a lot of people experience me as a very extremely spiritual, extremely mystical. Like I am the mystic. Like I'm the mystic that people hire. Like I'm the, secret sauce, like fairy badass, like I almost said fairy godmother, but like I'm not a mother yet. Um, I'm this magical creature that people hire, that I'm also a boss in high performance. What I like to share with people is I did not come to the spiritual path because I loved myself. I did not come to the spiritual path because I was enlightened. I came to the spiritual path. I reopened the spiritual door after rejecting it all because of the church growing up, because I wanted to win auditions. I wanted command of my mind. I wanted command of my nervous system. Did I know it was about the nervous system at that point? Absolutely not. I had no idea. If I had had breath work back then, I would have, like, I achieved my lifelong dream, world class dream at 27 without breath work. I would have done it at like 22 with breath work because I would have been firing like on crazy all cylinders. I like to share that though because when it comes to the word manifestation, you might resonate with this. Like it's a lot of people talk about manifestation and they are actually really lazy. They don't take action. They're people who say things and never do them. They're sitting around visualizing. They're sitting around like, "Oh, I'm just gonna like orgasm my way to this income goal or this dream or this." And it's like manifestation is the divine union, divine relationship between masculine and feminine energetics, where you literally create things that never existed, you bring them into existence. Okay? It is the active and deliberate co-creation with the force of life. That's what manifestation is. And I had an allergic reaction to that word for a long time because I was like, no, that's bullshit. I just set goals and I meet the goal. It's another way of manifesting. However, I was doing it all in the 3D realm. And then I I opened the spiritual door. I started doing a lot more energetics. Obviously, the breath work opens up your whole magnetic field. And by the way, I think I'm going to do another episode on breath work soon and just busting some myths about the nervous system because I feel really called to make it. So let me know if that's something you're seeking and want to know more about. I feel really called to do that. Manifestation. It's It's literally the most important skill set that any of us have in building our dreams and creating our desires. Your desires are your destiny. Your desires are your destiny. The biggest thing of why you don't have what you desire is you don't have the capability of receiving it yet. You don't have the feminine and masculine energetics of receiving it, right? So, what is masculine? Masculine is taking action, building shit, structure, all of that. And then feminine is literally the magic. It's the art, it's the life force, it's the creativity, it's the flow. And so, today, I really want to get into okay, what is the frequency that manifests anything and everything? We are always manifesting every single day, all day. So if there are things in your life that you do not like, it's a radical responsibility time of I literally manifest every single thing in my reality. Every single thing in your reality, your soul called in for your ascension, okay? So we're always manifesting every single day, all day. Even something like one extreme example, like my car accident when I had at 16, near death experience. Statistically, I should not be here. Creator, God, source, universe gave me a chance to come back. I went into the white light. Like, did I manifest that? Absolutely. My soul manifested that as a fucking wake up call. So a lot of people would perceive that as like, oh my God, this is like this most horrible thing happened to you. You have PTSD, you had to have all these surgeries, you went through all this like people people are like, how do you deal with haters online? And I'm like, I don't think you understand. I literally got canceled by a small town in the Midwest. There was so much drama around this car accident because my family sued their family. And it was like, I was going and sitting in class with this person that like was driving the car. And it's just like so much drama. But did I man, not but, cleaning up my language, cleaning up my language. Every time we use the word but, it negates the thing in front of it. It's always and. My soul manifested that because it was a wake up call. It was what my soul, it was the fastest path to everything my soul required to accelerate, to learn, to grow, to heal, right? So the frequency that manifests anything is fun, fun. And a lot of people, this is what happens when we come to planet Earth, right? We're in planet Earth, we're in Earth school. It's a trip, let me tell you what. And when we get here, our souls are extremely pure. And then through childhood, nobody goes through childhood unscathed, okay? Whether you have big T trauma or little T trauma, all of us have things to transmute from childhood, okay? You could have the most amazing parents in the world. We all have things to heal from our childhood because the world tells us we come in a open, pure essence of a soul, and then the world shows us again and again and again horrible things that can happen. Oh, magic isn't real. Oh, this isn't possible. Oh, be realistic. Blah 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 blah. I was listening to one of my favorite songs the other day, and it's called Daydream. It's by Lily Miola, who she's from Hawaii. And I was obsessed with that song before I even moved to Maui. And it's all about when we were kids in the backyard. Like, here's some lyrics from it. When we were kids in the backyard playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to skip it, call it unrealistic. She goes on and on about how, okay, when kids are playing make believe, parents don't tell them, hey, be realistic. Hey, this, hey, that. And then when you get older, everybody starts shutting down your dreams, start shutting down your creativity, start shutting down your mind, your artistry, your fun. And so we lose track of this fun. We lose track of this play. Literally the frequency that manifests anything in your life. I want you're receiving this message, you're receiving this podcast, Anything in your life that you are focused on creating, you're focused on manifesting. Maybe it's an income goal. Maybe it is, I want to impact this amount of people with my work. Maybe it is, okay, I'm working on this event and I'm going to put on this most incredible event. Maybe you're manifesting your soulmate, okay? Maybe you're manifesting pregnancy. Maybe you're manifesting a new house. Maybe you're manifesting global travel. Maybe, like, I don't know what you're manifesting, whatever it is. And I want you to pick the one that is you desire it the most and you're experiencing the most challenge with it. If you add fun to it, it will manifest faster. It will come, it will be inevitable. It will be like the whole universe will bend over backwards to bring it to you because that's how the frequency of fun works. This is the power of your inner child. It's play, it's joy, it's the game, it's creativity. It is the most magnetic. This is why this is a big reason why I'm so magnetic in my work because I have my inner child joy and my radiance. I'm just like fun, oh my God, we're alive again. Like, let's have fun. Let's play the game. This is all a simulation. This is all a game. Like the challenge in front of me, it gets to be playful, it gets to be fun. Something that I ask myself every single day, especially when I get into a little bit of like grippy energy, which I know that you've been there. We've all been there, right? And it happens all the time on the path. It's like, okay, I'm working on this goal and I feel oh my gosh, I feel this like, why isn't it happening? Maybe it's just challenging emotions coming up, a lot of challenges. I go back to myself and I'm like, Adrian, you're not having enough fun. If it's not fun, you shouldn't be doing it. And what do I mean by that? It's not about never doing hard stuff, but it's like when you are following fun and you are barreling toward what makes your heart happy, what makes you sing, and you are letting it be fun. Like I was sitting down for this podcast and I was like, what would make this more fun? Oh, a flavored bubble water and a purple pen. Boom. And I went and got it because that matters. Like these little frequency injections matter. How can you have more fun? And this is when it really becomes a game. And this is why you become a vortex of manifestation. You're magnetic. You're just in your joy. Like people who are having fun are confident because they're in their inner child magic. Like I wouldn't even argue to say that it's confidence. It's just, you just know. It's not confidence. You just fucking know this is going to work because it's my destiny and I'm having so much fun. And fun is the frequency of creator. Fun is the frequency of love, abundance, joy, laughter. If you're having fun, you won't need to be hard on yourself with discipline. Okay. Here's something that I want to say obsession transcends discipline. So, when was the last time you let yourself get lost in a project? Like, just completely lost, where you were just like totally in your flow, totally in your artistry, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna have way more fun. And like, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just doing this. And I don't even, this is when, and you may resonate with this. I said on the call to one of my coaches once, I had my highest month in business at the time. And I literally, like, I can tell you the formula of what I did in terms of energetics and actions that I took, but really all I did was let creator create through me. That's all I did. I got downloads and I immediately acted on them. And I got on this coaching call and I was like it was at the beginning of a brand new month and I was sitting there at my desk and I was like, how the fuck do I do that again? Because there's a famous coach, Melanie and Layer, she says, you're gonna wonder how to do it until you did it, and then once you did it, you're gonna wonder how you did it. It's like that's when the work is working you. That's when creators creating through you. Like this is what happened when I was doing mindful music at first. Like my my first love, my first creation for New Earth, it was like I can't even tell you. I can tell you the energetics. I can tell you the frequency of how I felt, which was I was having the time of my life. And I couldn't tell you a daily formula of like, do this at this time and do this at this time and oh, the algorithm and blah, 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 blah. It's no, throw all that bullshit out the window. When you are having fun and you are on your path of purpose and you are literally obsessed with what you're doing, obsession transcends discipline. What I use my discipline for, to be honest, is disciplined downtime, disciplined rest. That's where Sacred Saturday came in. But literally, my whole life is art. My whole life is art and yours gets to be too. And you might be saying, "Well, Adrian, I have a job. I have bills. I have this." Here's the thing, and I'm going to say it with love. When you follow your joy and you follow fun and you stay on this frequency of fun and you follow what excites you, you will be provided for. Creator will provide for you financially, will provide for you emotionally. Every single thing that you need on your path will be delivered to you with speed and delight. And you will have so much fun because you are living your purpose. This is the frequency that manifests anything. It's fun. It is fun. The power of fun. Like, there's nothing more magnetic than someone in their most deep, pure joy. And then everybody around you is like, I want some of that. I want some of that. I want some of that. This is why I've booked some of my most epic clients. Like, literally, like I met somebody in the lounge at the airport in Paris. And it's like, how does that even happen? Fun. How did I meet them? I was listening to music. I was jamming out. I was eating. And I was just like having the time of my life. And we ended up striking up a conversation. Okay. The question to ask yourself is, how can I have more fun? And when you are in this frequency, think about a child who wants to just see what's possible. They run up to the edge of a cliff. They barrel forward. They are not scared. They want to know what's possible. They want to know what's going to happen. Are you living your life that way? Are you living this process that way? Anything that you are manifesting right now. Are you having fun? Are you literally having so much fun that you might not even notice when Creator delivers you the exact thing that you've been wanting because you're literally so present and you're having so much fun and you're enjoying your life so much now. Fun is gratitude in motion. Fun is celebration, joy in the journey. When you're having fun, you have certainty. You're not hesitating. You're not doubting. You're like, ooh, I'm going to do that. Ooh, and I'm going to do that. It's just like, it's so magnetic. And it's literally so fun. Like, what if you just what if you tried this on simply because your life gets to be fun all day, every day? And it's not about not having challenges, and it's not about like not moving through hard emotions. It's not about toxic positivity. The truth is, most people will never activate the full frequency of fun because they are never willing to go to the depths of their grief, their despair, their pain, their trauma. If you numb out one edge of life, you're numbing out the other. The reason that I can be so insanely joyful and happy and have fun literally in any environment is because I am willing to go toe to toe with the fucking depths of darkness. This is what's possible in breathwork because why? We access and activate and reset and leverage the part of your brain that holds both bliss and grief, joy and pain, happiness and sadness, right? You will experience that in Aquarius Advance. And of course, we do that one on one in my one on one Lux mentorship. The link to everything is in the show notes. When you're having fun, you're knowing, you're not thinking. You're just doing. You don't even need to believe because you're doing. And because you're doing, you're believing, right? It gets everything that people focus on that cock blocks their greatest desires, You just you can just skip all of that by tapping into the fun frequency. So the question to ask yourself is, how can I have more fun? And when you are this is when you stop operating in the physical world of one plus one equals two, and you say, okay, one plus a twirl, plus a dash of my favorite book, plus a breathwork journey, plus all of these diamond sparkles, doing this fun project that I literally have no idea what the exact steps are, but that's literally the most fun part. And you live your life like pretend your life's a movie and you literally are watching the movie unfold as you live your days. Like it actually, nobody wants to know the how. What if you went to go watch a brand new movie and they told you every single thing that happened and exactly how it happened before it started? Fucking boring. Buzzkill. Spoiler alert. You don't actually want to know the how. You want to be surprised and delighted every single step of the way of the magic. This is the magic, right? So, how can you have more fun? Ask yourself that every day. And when you are tapped into this, like the question to ask that I want to ask you, and especially your inner child, is like, how can you bear to not barrel forward in your heart's deepest desire in this way every day? How can you bear to not show up for that? When you have the path of fun, I call it Rainbow Road. When you have the path of fun and joy and obsession and magic and desire and dreams laid out for you on the Rainbow Road, how can you bear to not barrel forward in that every single day? That's called soul suicide. Where are you denying yourself the joy of your own journey? And it's fun. It gets to be fun. And this idea of play is something that I bring forward from music as well, because I would get so far up my own, I would get so in my head about it's got to be perfect, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. And if you know anything about the classical music world, you know how deeply intense it is. And we forget that the word play is literally to play an instrument, to play music is literally the same word that we use for kids having fun making up games and creativity and innovation and invention. How can you rob yourself of that? I can go into all the details of why. A lot of it's your nervous system, your mindset, the people you surround yourself with, your addictions to being right, your physical health, the food you eat, do you exercise, past life stuff, bloodline stuff, lack of mastery, lack of skill sets. Like there's just so much. And I guarantee if you tap into this front fun frequency, 50% of everything will automatically vanish. Now, is it simple? Yes. Is it easy? No. That's why you've got to take command of your brain and become an energetic Jedi if you want to win for your dreams and for New Earth in 2026. It's go time for New Earth, babe. It is go time for New Earth. So the questions are, how can you have more fun? How can you have more play? How can you have more delight? How can you be in this frequency that literally manifests anything? Literally manifests anything. And then when you are tuned into the frequency of your heart and what you desire, how can you bear not barreling forward in that every single day, all day? That's when you move from a life of self-abandonment and self-harm to self-trust, self-love, self-respect. And then creator trusts you. And then creator gives you it because you're trustworthy, right? You've got to shift this. There's a childlike wonder and power. Being childlike and childish are very different. It's actually extremely childish to not access fun. Childish is what is lack of responsibility, right? It's avoidance. It's when you say things and never do them, right? or you get stuck in the loop of despair or doom scrolling, for the love of God, stop scrolling, stop consuming mass media, stop watching the news. Okay? More things are happening on the globe. If you are an energetic being, you will feel the frequency. You don't need to check the news. There's a difference between being informed and being inundated with fucking chaos that is designed to hijack your nervous system so you never access this frequency of fun. Absolutely not. You've got to be more disciplined. Hold a higher standard for yourself for what you allow in your mind, your brain, your vortex of creation, your nervous system, your aura. Okay? This is your true core essence, this childlike wonder of literally anything is possible because it is, and magic is real. So, this is the frequency that manifests anything. And this is what will change your life today and every single day moving forward when you implement it like a boss. Reminder, podcasts can activate you, they do not change your life. What changes your life is when you actually implement the teachings. If you want to work with me, if you want to go deeper into this with me, Aquarius Advance, get your ticket through the link in the show notes. One-on-one Lux. Apply through the link in the show notes. You and I can be in person in within a few weeks, anywhere on the globe for in-person one-on-one retreat. Not to mention all of the daily high performance, the astrology, get a read on your chart, get a read on your goals, and literally 10x everything through things like the frequency of fun in 2026. So the link to everything is in the show notes. I believe in you. I believe in a better world. Go out there, be the change, be the light, be the real you. Make a stranger smile. Activate this frequency that manifests anything and everything on repeat, repeat, repeat. Why am I singing? Because it's fun. Hell yeah. And I will see you next time on A Better World with Adrian.